my wife Ashley made me an espresso martini.
Oh, nice.
In a beer glass.
Nice. Well, I don't usually, but I'll...
Oh, look at
You'll
you.
be up all night with that
I
espresso
know.
martini.
Oh, it's decaf espresso.
I thought you were talking about me
okay.
peeing. I don't know. Anyway.
That
you'll
will
be
be
up all night,
accurate
too.
for Dave,
Yeah,
yes.
that's right. Well, hang on. I better...
Hang on, I gotta... There we go.
What are you drinking there, David?
I don't know. Some beer. I don't know.
Some beer?
Some beer. This is due to underwhelming demand. We are Dave, Rachel, and Forman. This is the podcast that's sort of like your lawn after the snow melts. A mangled, screwed up mess.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
no,
so it
it's
begins. Hey, Dave?
Yes.
The
Okay, so
yearly
is that
struggle.
just my lawn?
Yeah.
Is that
Wait,
what you're
well,
saying?
I don't know.
March. It's not even a thought in my mind. Knock it off.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any of our spring stuff out yet.
Okay. Well,
No, just when if you think it's spring, just think to when
I
people
know.
will be opening their pools. It's not for another 2 months.
No, it's pretty cool. It was really nice as we record this. A beautiful day today, but I don't think it's staying that way, and that's part of the problem.
Oh, that's sad.
That's part of the problem.
I've left my winter tires on purpose, not because I'm procrastinating.
That's
Yeah.
This
Don't
wonderful,
say
fine, uplifting podcast,
Yeah,
obviously is brought to you by Calves for a Cause.
Yeah, that's happening soon at the Canadian Dairy Expo in Stratford. Their live sale of calves happens April 2nd in the We Cover Cow Coliseum in Stratford, and online if you can't make it there at dlms.ca if you're not in the Stratford area. dlms.ca. They've got a frozen genetics sale. Maybe you don't want the actual calf. You want the calf before it's a calf. That closes. That's an online auction, and that closes April 3rd. That's online at Farmgate Timed
You
Auctions.
want the
You could
calf
check that out.
before it's a calf. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
the
I'm sorry.
genetics of the
I-
calf.
I got in the way of you. Explain that. Where do you go again?
FarmgateTimedAuctions.com, but register early to make online bidding easier.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So April 2nd for the live sale, April 3rd for the genetic sale
Okay.
is when it closes.
Okay.
Yes,
and all of this is of course going to a good cause.
Of course, it all goes to the Children's Health Foundation, which is all supporting the Children's Hospital for Southern Ontario, Western Ontario, Northern Ontario. Everyone comes to this hospital in London, so it's really important. It's the entire dairy community getting behind the sale of the 40 best calves. And exciting news, new this year, all registered bidders in this year's Calves for a Cause sale will be entered to win a choice of an Agriplastics EXL Deluxe Hatch or an Ultra Flex pen. And who doesn't want either of those?
Wow.
I'm pretty sure the
does
Ultra
that keep
Flex
the coyotes
pen.
out? I don't know what that means.
I'm pretty sure the
pen?
Ultra Flex pen isn't bendable that you
It's
write
not a
with.
pen that you write
No.
with. No, I don't think
No,
that's
it's a
different.
pen for a calf.
Oh, wow.
Retail value
Wow.
$800.
so. Okay, well, that's a good price.
Ooh,
It's a
that's
great
expensive.
price.
We don't give
Wow,
away
great
free
price.
genetics, but pens, yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Calf pens,
We
not
don't-
writing utensils.
Calf pens, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say to that, Rachel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Calves for a Cause. Thank you once again for supporting our podcast.
Yeah. Our little do here.
This thing that we do, and I would say that a calf would be something that you don't think you want, but eventually you'll go, how did I ever live without this in my house? A calf.
A calf? Well, I don't
I'm just
know.
trying to do a segue. Don't.
I don't
please
think I would think it.
No,
if,
it's okay.
In my house,
No, it's okay.
If I
Rachel.
was a farmer, maybe I would become attached
just
to that
was
particular
trying to do
one.
a segue, Rachel. It's okay.
You tried.
Yeah.
It was a
I
slow
was
start.
helping you out.
No,
Not
you
that
weren't.
ever happens the other way around.
Listen, I want to talk about something that I discovered that I didn't know I needed that now I can't live without. Have you ever had that
Like a
happen
calf?
to you? Like a calf. Like a calf.
If you have a farm, then
Yeah, like
a cow farm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dairy farm.
Like a calf.
Any kind
like
of cow farm.
what kind of pen was that again? A bendable.
It
flex
was
pen?
A flexible pen. You could
Ultra
you know.
Flex pen.
That's right. There you
Wow.
go.
And the
Okay.
EXL Deluxe Hutch retail value
Yes.
is $620.
Yeah.
Great.
So, have you, in your effort to Rachel more than Forman, because I know Forman is not really big on. Well, he has a difficult time with Christmas gifts. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm as surprised as the children Christmas morning.
Yes. Okay.
So is Jeremy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I
I'm
wasn't.
Not.
I
I'm
was not worried.
I'm not that surprised. But in your effort to provide a great Christmas gift for maybe your children, but perhaps more so your spouse, have you ever purchased something and you go, "Wow, I'm ever glad I did that. I had no idea it was going to benefit me this much."
Oh.
No? Yes?
Well,
No?
actually, this past Christmas, Jeremy requested an air fryer, which I still don't know how to
See?
use, and he
Oh,
loves
you
it.
don't even know how to use it.
No,
Oh,
nope.
wow.
I didn't
Okay.
really care for an air fryer, to be honest with you.
Oh,
but
they're awesome. They
Yeah,
are.
Ashley
I
doesn't
know.
know how to use a barbecue or know how to use a lawnmower or many
Right.
other
Yeah,
things
yeah,
too.
yeah, I can barbecue. I can't lawn mow.
You
Lawn
can
mow.
air fry too, because it's really not that hard.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really, but air fryers are great. I mean,
Sure.
that
So
was
he asked for that.
Well, I a few years ago I bought for my wife because I thought it was a great idea. We were both working at the time. It's very difficult. We don't have as you do, Rachel. People, staff, butlers, maids.
Oh
all
my
those
God, I
things,
don't have
all
that.
of that stuff. We don't have that, so we have to do our own cleaning and all of that stuff. So I got, a robotic a vacuum, which I thought was a great gift. My wife, again, Forman, you'll love this, has no idea how to operate it.
Well, I thought
I
the
gave
whole
it-
point
I-
is you don't operate it; it operates
Well,
itself.
yes,
That's
but
what I thought.
she still doesn't even know how to turn it on.
Oh.
Like I gave it to her, but it became my thing, and that was one of those gifts where I thought, well, this is a great idea. I think it's a great idea. I'm giving you other things. It's not like I'm giving you a vacuum. I'm
Just a
just giving
vacuum.
you something that will clean the house while you're working. and
I
you have
still
to
don't
worry
know
about
if that's a
Sure.
gift for her. I think that's just a gift for the house.
it could be, but I didn't look
It's a
at it
gift for
that
the
way.
house,
I
yeah.
didn't really
Some of
look
them are
at
pretty
it that way.
expensive.
Anyway,
Some of
I
them
lo-
could buy
I-
you maid service for a whole year.
Look, I love that thing. I turn it on and away it goes. Now I especially love it because I'm home doing all of that stuff myself.
Right.
So I can stick it on and let it do its thing. And it always cleans up things that I don't clean up. So they're very handy.
Oh, okay.
They're very handy. And then one year I thought, because I seek things out and look and go, I'll find a list somewhere of great gifts to give someone or great gifts for the woman in your life or whatever. And so I seek those things out. And one thing I landed on was a weighted blanket.
Yeah, okay.
Which, by the way, my wife absolutely loves, but so do I.
I think I would love that too.
So do I.
I've looked at
Again,
them.
something that I thought I didn't need,
Right.
but now I really
You
can't
can't
live
sleep
without.
without.
A
And-
thunder blanket.
Yeah, what a great
For
what a great
adults.
idea, Dave. what a great thing to come up with. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the latest thing I found, and I'm telling you right now, I recommend, I urge anyone that is capable of getting one of these, just get one because they are the bomb, and I had no idea. I'm seeking, I'm on a list, I see this thing, it pops up, and I go, I've never heard of that. What is that? So I click and I look and I research and I do a little thing and I go, well, I want to get one of those. And I'm always trying to find something that my wife isn't expecting, which, like the weighted blanket, like this when I gave it to her. When she opened it, she had no idea what it was. Do I need this? She said.
Right.
I said, well, I think you do. Because she's always, my wife is the person through 6 months of the year, maybe even 7, is always cold. So we have always found things for her that keep her warm.
Okay.
She's just always cold.
Sure.
So I landed on this, and it was like, you need this in your house. And I went, well, well, how much is it? And I'm clicking around. Anyway, turns out I got one. I paid $120, which is that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I got myself, and I bought it online.
I thought it was for her.
Yeah, I thought this was for her.
It was for her. But
Yeah.
I got it
Freudian
for me
slip
to
right
give.
off the bat.
Yeah.
When I say that, I mean to get. I got it for me to give to her. I didn't think that this was something I even cared about, but I got it.
And it was engraved with a big D-A-V-E.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything. I never thought for a second.
All right,
that
what
this
is it? Out with it now.
So I bought it at
Anticipation
Costco.
here.
I paid $120 at Costco, and then within 2 weeks, I was at my Costco, and I see it. They've got it there, $40 cheaper. So I'm like, I'm taking the other one back. So anyway, it cost me $80. You can get them for $60. Look them up. It's a towel warmer. You have no idea.
Okay, who's bougie now?
It's just
You've got
it's
the
just-
towel warmer,
It's not
the
even
robot vacuum.
It's not even that expensive.
Must
You
be
have
nice.
a maid
Must
and
be
a butler.
nice. North
You-
of
you
Fanta.
don't- You have a
I don't
maid
have a maid and a butler.
who cooks for you.
Jeremy.
The butler. Yeah. Who cleans for you?
The two maids.
Cleaning
Yeah,
ladies.
exactly. Because I'm pretty sure
Ladies.
Jeremy does some too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
he
Who's
doesn't do that.
bougie now?
A towel warmer. That's very European of you because I'll have you know on a Saturday or Sunday morning we watch an awful lot of House Hunters International
Yes.
in this house.
Right.
And
we watch
everywhere
the
in
house
Europe,
shows too on the weekend mornings.
it's pretty standard to have a built-in, wired-in, always warming towel rack in the
Really?
bathrooms. Yeah.
This isn't a towel rack.
Interesting.
It's not even very big. You plug it in, you turn it on, you throw your towels in. My wife uses 2 towels. I'm a 1 towel. You put the towel
put it
Two
in?
towels.
You put the towel inside. You
Oh.
put a lid on top. And
Oh,
then
it's
you
not
get,
a rack.
No,
Oh.
it's not that
Oh.
bougie. It's a towel. It's the latest. I'm telling you, I
towel bucket.
landed on this thing. It's a towel warmer. Look it up. You can find them anywhere. You have no idea.
Huh. It'll change
They're-
your life.
You get out of a cold shower.
Now, do you use them for all towels or just like bath shower towels?
Just for the bathroom. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Not hand towels.
When Charlotte was, here's the thing, when Charlotte was a little baby, we didn't buy all the baby stuff because we thought, well, I'm not buying this, I'm not buying that. So we used to give her
Right.
bath in the kitchen sink. Honestly, because it had a little spray thing and you could rinse her off. And she'd scream when you pulled her out of the warm water because she was cold. But Janice smartly would put a towel in the dryer and then get the towel out. And we'd wrap Charlotte in the towel and immediately the screaming would stop.
Yes.
That's how you feel with a towel warmer.
Oh.
You get out of the shower.
No screaming when you get out of the
Screaming
shower
going,
at Dave's house anymore.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's so.
Oh, this towel is so nice.
All
Telling
I'm
ya.
thinking of is in
Wow.
the wintertime, getting out of the hot tub, get that warm towel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get in the house.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
You'd have to. Can you take it outside? Is this like a movable bucket?
Just plug it in.
Just
$60
plug it-
Anywhere.
There's a
bucks.
plug
Okay.
right by my hot tub. You guys don't
Wow.
have hot tubs, do you?
No, we don't.
No.
Okay.
No. I don't have a butler or a maid either.
Or a hot tub.
But I have a little towel
You
warmer.
have a towel warmer bucket.
And it's awesome. You gotta get one.
Can you bring it over
Yeah.
and forget it here?
No. This is due to Underwhelming Demand with Dave, Rachel, and Forman, the podcast that proves anyone can do a podcast, but very few can do a podcast that is this underwhelming. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what was overwhelming for me actually lately is
Oh, that's an easy one.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
too
a gimme.
easy.
That was a
you
gimme.
can't use an overwhelming thing when
I
we talk
can,
about
and I
underwhelm-
did.
Well,
No,
but
from
you
now
needed
on-
help with yours, and mine was just so easy. It was right
No
there.
one's
you
allowed
shouldn't,
to throw
and you
st-
did.
Yeah,
is what
now
you should-
on-
Well, there's no segueing from that.
No. New rule. No one's allowed to segue to anything overwhelming.
Overwhelming. Yes, exactly.
Oh
New
my
challenge.
New
Okay.
challenge.
Well, you
Okay.
know who can't do everything? Who can't do everything? People can't perform like
much
boys to men.
Me.
Like boys
What?
to men.
What?
You know who can't? I don't know.
I'm lost.
Anyway, I went to go see Boys to Men recently.
Boys to Men.
Yeah, you remember the 90s group, Boyz II Men? They're still together and awesome. Still awesome.
Aren't they called men to senior citizens now?
Yes, because they're like my age. They're like my age. Yeah. So I noticed right before Christmas that they were going to be at Caesars Windsor. And
not in some
and
Legion at
apparently-
8 a.m.?
No, it's at a casino.
And apparently you
casino.
had money that you weren't throwing at your butler and your maid.
Yes. Well,
to
no,
spare,
it was
to spare.
It was a Christmas gift for me from a few people chipped in for that. My mom, my sister, Jeremy.
Oh.
And because I was like, I didn't really
want
ask for
this.
much for Christmas. I said, I want to go see Boyz II Men because I love them.
I don't want a towel warmer. I want to go see
No.
Boyz II Men.
Yes.
Yeah,
Plus,
and
the
there's not a lot
chauffeur
of-
needed some work too, Dave. So.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. That's also Jeremy. So
Right.
So we got tickets and it happened middle of March. So Jeremy and I went down. We made a weekend of it. It was on a Friday night and we stayed for 2 nights at the casino and went to go see Boyz II Men. And boy, was I excited. I have their very first CD, Cooley High Harmony, and I loved it. As like a 12-year-old, I would listen to that. And
Did they do other albums?
I don't know.
I feel like
actually.
they had like one big
Didn't they
splash.
have
and
like
then they
one or two
disappeared?
hits and that was it?
Yeah. They did like, well, you would know, I'll make love to you like you. And, as a teenager, or a 12-year-old, I'm listening
and it
to
was
that.
an adults only trip sans children, eh?
Yeah. Well, the show was 19 plus. I probably because of that, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it could be because it's in a casino, Rachel. I think
Yeah, I
that's
guess
why.
that's
Maybe
probably-
the gambling.
Yeah, it could be
There
the
was- I
gambling.
saw children like in the hotel part, so I don't know. I guess you can't.
There's
just
this one song about making love. We cannot subject children to that.
Right,
19
yeah.
plus.
Yeah. Have you?
I
Heard
only
a country
remember,
song
and I
lately?
always remember this from when my time on the radio. And at one point, hard to believe, but I wasn't playing country music. I was playing
Boyz II Men.
that kind of music.
Yeah.
And yeah, The End of the Road is the one I remember.
Yes.
Ad nauseum.
And One Sweet Day with Mariah Carey.
Yeah, that one
You would
too.
know that one.
Yeah, that one too.
The Motown Philly. Motown
Yeah.
Philly back again. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know that one?
No. Don't.
What?
No, I'm sorry.
Hit us with another one, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
it is
know.
with another. There.
I can't help you.
There are many
On
big
Bended
hits.
Knee. Down
How's that go?
On Bended Knee. You know that one?
No.
Okay. I don't know, guys.
Did Jeremy know any of them?
Yeah, some. Yes, he knew like the major, the singles. He would know them. So what I first noticed when we were in Windsor, so we check into the hotel. We were, out for a few meals, just looking around, seeing who's around. Pretty much everybody in the whole city, I think, was about 40-something years old that weekend.
Weird.
Weird. Yeah.
That's odd.
And then so before the concert, we're going out to dinner. We're walking on the street, going to, actually, you'll never guess where we went.
I'll bet the Keg.
We did go to the Keg.
I'll bet the Keg.
So did everybody else going to the concert.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Nothing predictable about you, Rach.
Windsor has so many great, unique local
do
restaurants
they?
that you could
Do they?
only
Well,
find
we
there,
had-
and you go to the Keg.
Keg.
Well, yeah. We didn't want like pub food. There was a lot of pub food places.
A lot of Italian food.
A few
and-
places. Well, we had Italian the night before at the casino. It was
What is
so
pub
good.
food? What are you worried about? Like if you
Burgers
go to a
and
pub, what is-
fries. I don't want that.
Well,
I didn't
yeah, but
want
they
that.
have other things.
There's like a
Yeah.
whole street of Italian restaurant after
Yes.
Italian restaurant.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't really know Windsor.
You maybe
I drove
you-
around. I feel like I drove around a lot, but
Yeah.
Do you ever research where you're going?
sometimes I
Yes.
just like to go.
Is
and
there
like,
a Keg here?
see.
I just like to go and find a keg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
and it was
course.
full. It was busy.
Uh-huh.
So we're walking down the street. I'm like, well, that group of girls is definitely going to our concert. And that group of people is also coming to our concert.
Yeah.
And you could tell who everybody, it was a full house at this concert.
Sure.
So we get there and they don't start for like an hour in. It starts at 8:00. They don't have an opener. It's just a DJ who is, I guess, the opener, but like not.
Yeah,
really.
that doesn't
It's
work.
not like a live.
That
yeah.
doesn't work.
No.
You know, I once
you're
went.
hyping the
this is
crowd a
true-
little bit, but everybody's kind of like, okay, like when are
Yeah.
they coming out?
This is a true story. I once, this is how old I am. I saw Michael Jackson with the Jacksons,
Wow.
with the Jacksons in Toronto.
That's
and the opening
amazing.
act, I kid you not, the opening act, Forman, it was at Exhibition Stadium years ago. Like people are on the, like you're on the, they're up in the grandstand. We're down on the grass. We're up. Anyway, there are thousands and thousands of people to see Michael Jackson, who's just coming off of Thriller, and then the Jackson brothers were with him.
Yeah.
And the opening act was a juggler.
A juggler?
A juggler. A juggler.
How can that be?
Oh, it'd be.
To this day, that juggler tells everybody he knows.
Of course, he opened for
Guess
Michael
who
Jackson.
I opened for?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. In
Every
Toronto, in
poster
front
of every show
in
he's
front
been
of
at.
90,000 people in Toronto. I
How
juggled.
long did he juggle for? How long
Not
could
that-
you possibly juggle for?
Not that long.
A 45-minute set?
No,
can't.
not that
No.
long. No.
Do you have to,
There's only
do you have
so
to
many
juggle them?
things.
What if you drop
there's,
things?
There's only so many things you can juggle.
Right?
Yeah.
Until you start getting into jobs, wives, you know, like you can't, girlfriends.
Did he juggle like fire or anything?
boyfriends?
Yeah.
You can't do,
Juggling.
yeah. Anyway, sorry
Sure.
to interrupt, but that's
Yeah.
what I got for it.
So,
You got a DJ, I got a juggler.
I wasn't impressed with the DJ. I thought, oh, they should have
Would
had.
have been better if there was juggling.
Yes.
No.
Would
well,
juggling have been better?
Maybe it would have been a little more something to watch.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
Nobody's really
Exactly.
watching the DJ.
You don't see too many jugglers
You don't-
opening anymore.
That's true. You don't
No.
see
That's
very
right.
many jugglers.
No.
Yeah, that's true. So anyways, so finally they came out like 8:45 maybe. So it was like a 45-minute set by this DJ.
Past the bedtime of
cares?
80% of the
Well,
crowd.
that's
Yes.
what I said. I'm like, everybody now wants to go to bed. Like, how long are they possibly going to play for?
Yeah.
So they come out. Everybody's like super stoked, especially the girl behind me is like beyond. Like, she knows all their names. I don't even know what their names are. I know the one guy was on a reality show about a cappella singing, and the other guys, I just know that they're in the group. Like, that's all. I don't even really know who they are. This girl knows all their names, every single word to every song. Like, she was beyond, this girl. So I was thrilled for her because that kind of made it nice. But they only played for like an hour and 10 minutes, and then they were done.
How?
Yeah, so that was a little underwhelming, actually. Now, the concert, when it was on, was awesome. I was right into it. I was singing along with everything. That was awesome to see them, and we had good seats. But I was unimpressed
An hour?
that they didn't
They
play
only
for
did
very
an
long.
hour?
Yeah, I'm thinking
I'm in
Taylor
favor
Swift
of,
plays for
yeah.
3 hours.
I'm always
Now, she has a lot more songs than they do.
I'm always up for underwhelming, but in the case
I'm
of
not for a concert.
no, I don't know what a ticket for that would go for. Give us a ballpark, just ballpark.
I think it was like $140 maybe.
So you can get, you know what, for $140 you can get 2 towel warmers
And a juggler.
I could.
and maybe a juggler to work to juggle while you're drying off. That's what you need. That's right.
In the bathroom?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
oh, hello, with my towel warmer.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. What are you
So they
doing?
did an hour.
Anyway, they didn't. Yeah, it wasn't very long.
How many hits do they
kind-
have? We should look that up.
I
for
don't
me.
know. I would say 6, 7.
All right.
Maybe.
So
They did do some covers. They
at
did some
5
covers
minutes,
of-
if they have 6 or 7 at 5 minutes a song, that's just over half an hour.
you know, they had other songs that I didn't know. And they did covers, like they did a Bruno Mars cover, and they did.
Now, that's what I want Boys to Men to do for me,
Yeah,
Bruno
well,
Mars.
The thing is, they can sing really well, and their
I hope the
harmonies are
Rolling
awesome.
Stones, the next time I see the Rolling Stones, they do a couple of Beatles songs. Like, what the hell?
Well, everybody does covers. Everyone does like a couple
Yeah,
covers
that's right.
in the
Elton
middle
John
of their show.
does Billy Joel all
well, Elton
the time.
John doesn't, but like other
Okay.
concerts that I've been to.
Sure.
Well,
No,
we've
they
been to a
don't.
lot
had-
of concerts.
They have officially had 13 top 40 hits.
Oh, okay. All right, at 5 minutes a song, that's over an hour. There you go. If they didn't make
Maybe
it
they-
over an hour, then you got ripped off.
Well, it was just about an hour. It was a really good hour. Like the concert was good.
Plus, you were full.
I
from
didn't
the,
walk out. There's been other
Plus,
concerts for
what a
bigger
great meal
stars
you
that
had.
I've
Yeah.
walked out of and been
And you
like,
had a
this
great
is boring.
meal at the Keg. How could you?
And I had a great
complain?
meal at the Keg. And
you
everybody
can't
was like 40 plus, all 40 and overweight, and we fit right in.
You do any gambling?
No, we don't do that.
All right.
You just gambled on the entertainment.
That's
then, eh?
right. You
Really?
sure
Yeah.
did.
That's the,
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand. We're Dave, Rachel, and Forman. This is the podcast that will help you truly understand what the term first world problems really means.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right here.
We got them.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
In our PIEcast.
Our PIEcast?
PIEcast.
What's that?
See, I like that. That's different. I like
It's not that hard, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Doesn't matter
PIEcast.
how hard I try. You're never going to like my segues.
I'm going to go out of my way not to.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a PIEcast because in the video on YouTube, you'll be able to see a
Oh.
slice of pie.
Oh, yeah.
That-
Look at
Is
that. What kind of pie is
pecan
that?
pie?
It is entitled Forman's Elbows Up Canadian Pie.
Oh.
Oh.
Named after me.
Great.
Wow.
Literally named after you.
Why do
Forman.
you get a pie named after you?
So what's in before you're about to go ahead, eat it.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Well,
try it. Try it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
It looks like a pecan
It must
pie.
be good.
It's super good.
Is
I
that
can't
what it
tell.
is?
It looks almost on my video, but what do I know?
Chocolate?
No, I'm gonna
Yep,
say.
chocolate and pecans in there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it was blueberry. What do I know?
Is
No,
it a
I-
chocolate pecan pie? Like a butter
You better
tart?
wash that down with a martini.
You better wash that down with your chocolate martini
It does go well with that.
or your espresso martini.
Okay, so it's a pie named, and it's called Forman's Elbows Up Pie. I like
Canadian
the elbows
pie.
up thing. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Hold on. That was a bad idea to try and talk after that.
Yeah, you had to take a big bite of that, big mouthful. I was like,
Wow.
this is not going to continue for a while.
Wow.
It's sticky.
Yeah.
Delicious, but sticky. So that is available for sale right now for purchase at the Red River Cafe in the Arva Flour Mill.
Ooh.
Really?
okay.
Right up the road from me. I'm going to go.
Wow.
Created by Cheryl and Joanna, the two witches of Middlesex County Pie Company.
Really?
The pie company is called the Two Witches of Middlesex County?
Yep.
And how do they,
Oh.
what's the connection with Forman?
Well, Cheryl, a few weeks ago, back on Pie Day, March 14th,
Right.
3.14.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I always used to ignore that because I felt like nobody knew what that meant.
Me
Sure.
too, until I realized that Cheryl was hosting a pie social in Thorndale. And I thought, that's hilarious. You're having a pie social with pies on
Yes.
Pie Day.
That makes
Right?
sense.
Why
That
don't we
makes sense.
chat about it on 104.7 Heart FM?
Good idea.
And I did.
You always got to
Okay.
you always got to get a plug in. It's like
Well,
you
that's
know.
where the connections come from.
I know,
Sure.
I understand.
I get
Your
it.
local
Sure.
radio
Yeah.
personality.
Yes,
Okay.
Foreman does
And
lots of
so
work
she
with
had
that.
all kinds of pies, this big social, bunch of vendors as well. It sounded like a cool event. She was, and then she was describing some of the pies that were for sale at this social. That included Song of the South, which is
Okay.
a pecan pie with a splash of Southern comfort.
Oh,
Ooh,
all
that
right.
sounds actually very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her favorite pie is called Belle of the Ball, in which she won first place with at the Thorndale Fair last year.
Ooh.
Wow.
Belle of the Ball is a chocolate cappuccino pecan pie with a splash of Four Roses bourbon.
Well, that sounds good
Okay.
too. That sounds. I don't know why
Sounds
these
25% more expensive now.
well, listen. I'm as we had this discussion years and years ago. I signed me up for a pie, not a cake.
Yeah.
I'm not really a cake person. I
Okay.
like pies.
All right.
And-
I think I like cake. Well,
No.
but pecan
these-
pie I do
but-
love.
But these pies with
Yes,
Different
sensing a
flavors.
theme with these splashes of
Yep.
splash of bourbon, splash
Bourbon,
of yes,
Southern comfort.
yes.
And so I had to ask, well, then you must have, given these uncertain times that we live in, there
Right.
must be a pie that involves a splash of a Canadian whiskey.
Sure.
Oh,
Yes.
there must be a rye pie of some kind, right?
Yeah.
Named after Forman.
She said no, but she hadn't even thought of it until I gave her the idea.
The inspiration.
Okay.
We brainstormed a couple of things and said our goodbyes and went on our way, and she had her pie social, and I didn't hear anything from her until the following week that, in fact, she had created the Canadian pie. It is the Forman's Elbows Up Canadian pie with pecans, walnuts, chocolate, Murphy's Law apple pie moonshine from Elmira,
Oh, wow.
and 40 Creek butter tart cream.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
And that's what I just ate, and it is Mwah.
Wow. Foreman, I got to get me one of them. Is that, can I buy that right now? Is it for sale?
At the Red River Cafe inside the Arva Flour Mill.
Okay.
Well, that sounds delicious, actually.
Yes.
I may need
if
to
you
make
want
a trip.
custom pies ordered, the Two Witches of Middlesex County Pie Company are all over social media. You can order it from them. I'm not sure if they ship it to Nova Scotia or further away from London, but you can always ask.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Foreman,
I like
never
that.
had. I don't think we ever had anything named after us, Rachel. Did we?
No,
when we were together?
I don't think so.
Nothing. Other than people. Well, yeah, that's a completely different thing.
No, you know what? Somebody called years ago and said they named their cat after me. I remember that. Their cat named Rachel.
Really?
They named yep.
Cat
No, I didn't
or
even
pie?
get. I never
Which
got a
would you
cat.
rather?
I didn't get a dog. I
Yeah.
didn't get anything. I got nothing. But
No.
Foreman's got a pie.
Yes.
A whole pie, yeah.
Well,
whole
I asked,
pie.
well,
I like
how did
that.
it go over at the social? She said everybody loved it. They sold out of them.
Really?
What was that?
Everybody likes the elbows up. Like that's very it's
Oh,
good
yeah.
right now.
We like
And
that.
Right now.
then of course I had to ask, well, that's great. I'm lovely. I'm glad people liked it, and I'm glad you sold out of it. But did everyone also ask? It's great and all, but who the hell is Forman?
Right.
And?
Yeah.
And this is to your credit as well. She said, no, everybody knew it must be the Forman from BX93.
Well, how
said
about
those words.
that?
So-
All
No.
this time.
Yeah.
All
Wow.
these many years ago.
No kidding.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Well,
amazing.
well.
We're number one in the memory of the type of people that would go to a pie social in a church basement on a Friday night.
Perfect.
I
That's
love
all
it.
we need.
I'm getting me one of
That's
those
all
pies.
we
I got to
need.
get a pie. I'm going for that
Yeah,
pie.
I
Thank
want
you,
one
Foreman. I'm
too.
getting a pie. I'll get the
Yeah.
pie.
Good on you.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand. We are Dave, Rachel, and Foreman. This is our podcast. And
Obviously.
in case
Here
you
it
didn't
is.
know. Here it is. You're at the end of it. You know, you can go back. If you skipped ahead just to hear what we're doing at the end, you can go back and hear all the fun stuff. You don't want to miss out on.
Don't miss out on the fun stuff.
Yes, you don't want to miss the fun stuff. And if you're here and missed all the fun stuff and did listen, too bad. This is due to underwhelming demand,
Yes,
as you
yeah.
may know.
Hey, maybe
get
you
your
went
hopes
right
up.
to the end because you left us a comment, a voice memo, an
That's-
email, any of that, and you want to hear yourself on the show. That's how
right.
you do it.
That's right. You can get a hold of us, Dave Rachel Foreman at gmail.com. You can go to our website, underwhelming.ca, and through the website, you can get a hold of us many different
Which
ways.
way.
Yes.
That's why we made a website. You can also buy us a coffee. Did you mention that on our website? Buy me a coffee on our website, $5 each. And someone did buy us a coffee.
Nice.
They didn't give their name though, so it just says someone bought a coffee, and they say, "I love the podcast. Keep up the great work."
Buy
Well,
a couple
thank you.
of Forman pies and a couple of coffees, and you're happy. There you go.
Absolutely.
We don't
Yeah.
get paid for the Forman pies, but have
No,
at it.
we
They
don't.
sound
but,
delicious.
But
Yeah,
you'd be
that's-
happy, and then you can buy
Sure.
a coffee or whatever.
That's
Sure.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It satisfies me. A few people were wondering because, Rachel, you put up some pictures of us from St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
You're on your couch with your dog that
Yeah,
hates your husband.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
really actually right after Boyz II Men, I got super sick.
Oh, wow.
really sick.
Well, I'm sorry. Are you all right now? Are you?
I'm
you're-
a little better today. Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
Jimbo wanted to know, Dave, where were you partying? It must be 1 PM. He's old, so he won't be out late.
It wasn't
You're right,
one.
it
No.
Probably
we had
11.
actually had a party on. We call it St. Patrick's or St. Practice Day, which is on the 16th. Have you don't know St. Practice Day where you?
You went out on the day before?
No, we had a party here. We had a party at the house.
Oh,
and,
I see.
a
Okay.
couple of
Because it was
friends
a
over.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
we had a couple
I mean,
of
if you go to Western or Waterloo or
Oh,
Laurier,
they were having St.
then you were out on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, they were having St. Practice days all weekend.
Yes.
Weekend. But no, I was at the Weasel, the Waltzing Weasel. Not that I get anything for saying that, but that's where I was. And then I tried to get into another place that I frequent, and it was packed. Couldn't get in. So yeah, busy day. It wasn't, it was cold, but it was it was a good day.
Yeah.
So that's where I was. Yeah, and
I
it was He's right. It was early, but not that early. Not 1 o'clock. It was about 3:30, 3:45, something like
My picture is of me at about 2 o'clock
that. And you were working.
at the Charles Dickens in downtown Woodstock on Heart FM.
Nice. Yes.
Yes.
I gotta find that
Charles
place.
Dickens.
I'll go
Yeah,
there.
it's right downtown. It's great. I mean, you wouldn't expect it to have phenomenal food, but they have phenomenal
Yeah, but
food.
it's pub food, And isn't there a keg I could go to nearby? Come on.
Not in Woodstock. There isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Krabby Joe's down the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not going there.
Yeah.
Back to still the perpetual topic of the undershirts.
Oh, yeah.
Cindy or Tom Vanstone, can't tell which one, is leaving
Right.
the comment because you guys have a combined account. Says, I'm with Rachel, no undershirts or t-shirts under a sweater makes it too hot.
Yeah. If I'm wearing like the sweater that I wore when you picked on me, no, I don't. But if I have like a sweatshirt on, like a hoodie or something, then I would.
Like you're
Because
wearing
usually I would get too hot and I'd want to take it off. So I
Yeah.
want to have a t-shirt on under it. So
I-
that
like
I would.
you're wearing a normal women's t-shirt right now, and
Yeah.
I would say that is the shirt you would wear under any and all sweaters. Like it would be that one.
Yeah, thick sweaters, I guess. I wouldn't wear it under thin sweaters. I would only wear a t-shirt under a sweater
You confuse me.
in the case that I get too hot and I want to take the sweater off. That's what I'm wearing it for. Anyway, I'm not wearing it as like a guard because I'm going to wash the sweater anyway.
I see.
Yeah. Thank you, Cindy or Tom.
You're very difficult.
I
But
know.
okay.
I know.
Casey on Spotify said, "Hey Dave, it's me, Casey.
Oh.
Thank your lucky stars that the long break music is all I'm complaining about."
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, yes, you read something from Casey, I think, a couple
Yeah, she was complaining that the bumper music was too long between segments.
Oh.
Right.
But
Hey.
but for Rachel, for you and I, she's only addressing this to Dave, saying
Hey.
that
Casey?
we're all lucky that she's only complaining about the music.
I'll tell you
Oh.
what, Casey.
What else could
If
she
you
complain
have
about?
something to say, just come out and say it, okay? Because
Them
I
fighting
will-
words.
That's right. That would make nothing would
I
make
kind of
me.
want you to say it too. I'm
Yeah.
curious now.
Nothing would make me happier
Oh, God.
than to take you on next week.
Okay.
So go ahead,
Yeah, right.
Especially-
please.
Yeah, right.
Especially
then
if it's
we would
about
hear about
Dave.
it afterwards.
That's
No,
right. Bring
if
it
it's
on.
singling out Dave, we will make sure that it gets read on this podcast.
Yes, absolutely. You can swear at me. You can call me anything you want. I'll be
Oh
ready.
my God. Okay.
Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead. I don't care.
All right.
I have reached the stage. Whoever it was who said I was out at 1 p.m,
Jimbo.
I wasn't. It was 3:30.
Oh,
but
give him the finger.
yeah, I have reached the stage where I don't care. So
But
go
he
right
usually
ahead.
does go out for lunch and get a Joe Cool's pizza. So
Right.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I didn't do it this year. I didn't.
Hershey Lady, David, another one for you.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
cool.
Yes.
All
Hi,
right.
Dave, Rachel, and Forman. I'm commenting on the furnace issues that Dave had.
Oh yeah, the switch.
That he just didn't
Right.
simply didn't know it
I
was
didn't
off.
know there was a switch.
right.
Didn't know.
I woke up to my house being 13 degrees
Ooh.
and not Celsius.
Oh God.
13. I don't even know what 13 Fahrenheit is in Celsius.
Well, 0 is 30. How can it be 13 Fahrenheit?
I don't know. Yeah.
You'd be below freezing. All
No,
your pipes would freeze.
Yeah, that's cold. That's
Yeah.
quite cold.
Anyway.
Hershey Lady goes on to say, I
Yeah.
can light my pilot light because I've learned if you just say a prayer after the first, second, or third time, it might stay lit, but not this time. So, of course, I called my repair company that I deal with here in St. Thomas. I got my bill this week, $450.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah, because it's $400 just for them to show up.
Because it was on a Sunday.
Yeah,
the weekend.
that happens. Yeah.
Always.
So
Yeah.
next
It's
time
always on a
I'll
weekend on the coldest day of the year.
So next time I'll damn well freeze until Monday before I'll ever make a service call on a weekend again.
Oh.
So
no.
wait a second,
I would
what does
call-
she say?
It's not worth it to be that cold.
What does she say after the third? What is it? When she tries to light the pilot light, what is it?
She says a prayer. and it works.
Oh, you say a prayer. I would. A prayer. I think I'd be. I'd say a few choice words.
That might be part of the prayer.
That'd be part of the prayer.
How could it possibly? 13 Fahrenheit is minus 10.
That's
that
cool.
can't be.
can't be.
That
That is
can't be.
insane.
That's,
Really?
That's,
Wow.
That's,
Wow.
That's
well,
too
the
cold.
pilot
I
light
wouldn't wait
goes
a day
out.
for
There's
that.
nothing. So
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
be staying in the house. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
well,
Well,
we'll end
we
on a
know.
high
You
note
have a
then.
maid and a butler and all of that stuff. Of
Well,
course
I
you
have
do
one
not.
email from. I have one email left here. Do you have one
okay.
too?
I have one too, but you go first.
Okay, this is from Anna Neufeld, and the subject is episode 48. So I'm assuming
Oh, that's a long
says
time ago.
episodes 48. So I think that means anyway.
It's a long time ago.
Hi, Rachel's fun facts about the old video games and how blowing into them doesn't help. Well, we still have those. Remember the old Nintendo cartridges?
Yeah.
Sure,
We
the cartridges.
Yeah, we still have those, and we play them, and I'm 21. They are so much fun, and I do think blowing into them helps. Oh, and about the obituaries. We must have talked about obituary. We don't remember episode 48, Anna. I'm sorry.
Going
Anyway,
back to figure out when that was.
she says,
It was
I
a long
already
time.
told my brother if I died in the stupidest way possible, he needs to put it on my tombstone so that when people walk in the graveyard, they can chuckle as they walk by.
Yeah,
I think,
that's
you know,
true.
why
I
not?
mean,
You're
yeah.
gone. Who
I mean, if
cares?
you're-
You don't care.
If you die in a dumb way, like
Yeah.
the guy that went up in the lawn chair with the balloons, I mean,
Right?
and he didn't die, but anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. But sure,
Yeah.
Right.
It was
Sure.
from October 3rd, 2023. The show notes include providing honesty after death was a topic.
Okay, I
Really?
do recall that actually. Yeah, it was a very honest obit that we read or something.
Oh, yeah,
Didn't
that
we?
sounds familiar now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I seem to recall that. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, so that's...
Okay,
wow.
that makes sense. All right.
Well,
one
then
more
not
fun.
to end on a death note, then.
Okay.
One final message for Dave.
Oh, great!
Hey.
I love it.
What's
And
that?
it comes from Scotty.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
good. Okay. Well, Scotty
All right.
left us a voice note last week, and you
Yes.
can do that on our website, underwhelming.ca.
Did he leave another voice note?
Not a voice note, just a note. No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Scotty says, I agree with Dave's joke order assessment. From now on, I'll save the breasts for last.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yes, because you had notes on his jokes. That's why.
I'm gonna save the breath for last. Okay. I got it.